Are you experiencing chronic fatigue? Are you tired? Are you worn out? I might have an answer for you that is non-medical, a cure. Many of the most loving, kind Muslims that I have met still often harbor a lot of hatred, quite often about the oppression from Zionism. And you'll hear these wonderfully bright, intuitive people who speak and preach and live their faith, which is Islam, beautifully with love and compassion. And then when you hear them dialogue about the Zionists, all of a sudden you see their physiology changes. It's going through their veins is the poison of hatred. And of course we know this isn't a Muslim issue, this is a humanity issue. There are Christians that get up every morning, there are Jews that get up every morning, there are everybody of every faith and lack of faith, whatever, filled with hatred. And hating somebody is like wanting them to die, so you ingest poison trying to kill them, and you really do kill yourself. So again, this is all of us. It's about humanity. It's not about any particular faith. It's about us not consuming poison. Now, I'm not inviting anybody to roll over and be weak and not fight. Fighting's a whole different issue. I don't like walking away from a fight. I won't walk away from a fight. I have a hard time with that myself. So I'm not saying don't fight. Is hatred running through your blood? Are we making bonds of friendship and love with other people through our common hatred? Do I love this person because they hate Zionism too? Are we all together loving each other in our hatred of someone else? That's poison. That wears you down. I've heard a lot of Muslims tell me, I'm very tired, we're very worn out. The oppression is very tiring. Having venom of hatred flowing through your blood on a daily basis wears you down, and it wears everybody down. Rather than spreading that hatred, which perpetuates the stereotype, negative stereotype about Islam as well, rather than saying, I hate those Zionists, let's pray for the Zionists to wake up. When you're online, when you're having dialogues with people, if we're online and we're traveling around as non-Muslims, and I find, oh, these Zionists this, Zionists that, and it's overload of negativity. There's so much negativity already. Now imagine if we found groups, big groups of Muslims all together. They're all praying for the end of the oppression in Palestine. They're all praying for the liberation of lots of people who are oppressed all over the world. Imagine if you took your enemy, join us in prayer, and invite them in to pray with you. What can happen is you can release all of that negativity, all of that pain that's running through your blood. And you can set it free, and you can be free to take deep breaths. And we still have major issues to deal with, but let's not poison ourselves. I do not hate American soldiers. If I love Muslims and have Muslim friends, I do not have to hate American soldiers. No one should assume that if I am friends with a Muslim that I can't be friends with anybody anywhere else. This guy doesn't stand for the Muslims because he doesn't hate American soldiers. And I say, look, I've met Muslims that I love. I've met American soldiers that I love. I've seen horrible things done by people claiming to be both. If an American says to me, all Muslims are bad, I say, no, that's not true. It's a small minority that have done some things, and you can't judge everybody based on this small minority. And I went to a dinner party where someone said all the Muslims should be killed. And I had to sit with this lady and try to explain to her that she was seeing a small, fine representation of people who claim to be Muslims. Same with American soldiers. There's millions of American soldiers. They're young men with guns. They're in war environments. Bad things are going to happen. War crimes happen. War is a crime in a lot of ways. So crimes are inherent in the nature of war. Try to name an army that's great. You can go back in history and say, oh, they were so kind, they were so sweet. I've met both. I've met humanitarians who are American soldiers. I've met humanitarians who are Muslims. If you're a Muslim and you want to talk me into hating all American soldiers, then you should be ready for all Americans to hate you just because you're a Muslim. It's a two-way street. So we both have to consider that when you judge a group with a very, very broad brush, you're going to sweep up some people. It's like saying, we used to say in America, well, don't trust black people, they steal. But what about the black people that don't steal? What happens to them when you make those judgments? You should never condemn American soldiers in general. You condemn what you see. These people that behave horribly, each American soldier is his own person, his own soul, his own relationship with his God. The same as with every Muslim. We have to judge people individually. And I am outraged with what's happening. I watch the YouTube videos. I'm disgusted on both sides of what's happening. So anyway, peace, please.